Welcome to our YouTube channel, where wisdom meets inspiration. In this channel, we share valuable insights to help you become the best version of yourself. Our content is designed to uplift your spirit and enrich your life. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay connected with this incredible journey. Click the subscribe button below.
Here, see how to handle negative emotions. What is the source of your negativity? First of all, let us understand the source of our negative emotions. Negative emotions come from toxic thoughts. This is something very important. This your culture always told you. There is a group of 6 groups of thoughts whose presence leads to negative emotions in the mind. काम, क्रोध, मद, लोभ, मोह, मात्सर्य. आपने सुना होगा, एटलीस्ट स्कूल में दोहों में, तुलसीदास कबीरदास जी के दोहों में आपने सुना होगा. There are, yes, 6 groups of thoughts which lead to negative emotions in the mind. All of this, you see, lust, anger, pride, greed, infatuation, jealousy, all of these are responsible for the negative emotions of your mind. They come from the toxicity of these thoughts. So, the methods of self-control, it will start with changing your habits of thinking. Now, they can only be changed by replacement techniques. You know, a habit, how do you change a habit? Through replacing it with a better habit. If you attack the habit as it is, it may not change. There will be opposition from your mind only. You know, our mind is not one whole thing. Your own mind can work against the higher mind, which is telling you, no, this is not right to do. But this mind is saying, no, let's do it. So, habits, if you can replace them, you make better habits in your life. You are not able to get up at a particular time, you can give yourself habit cues, which means triggers which will help you form better habits. And then you can, that's how you make the better habits. Like for example, I know IITians are all nocturnals. You stay up late in night. You know, actually I heard that you sleep at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock because labs are open at midnight. So okay, anyway, you're doing all that. But then you are expected to get up at least at 8 o'clock in the morning. Once you go to sleep, 8 or maybe holidays 9, whatever. Now, many of you skip breakfast. Somehow you race to your classes and maybe when you find time you have your breakfast. Thoda sa agar ye level regulate na karo na, the meditation that we are speaking of, it will become very difficult. Thoda sa isko regulate karna hai. Which means as far as possible, fixed hours for your breakfast, you must have breakfast, fixed hours for your lunch, and then throughout the day, your study hours. I am not telling you don't sit up late at night. You can't but do it at this stage of your life. You have to do it. But as far as possible, regulate your sleeping, eating habits as much as you can, so that, you know, once it becomes a habit, your life will be moving like that day after day. And you can only change habits by replacing them with better habits. The habit was to skip lunch, deliberately I will not skip lunch. Deliberately I will give myself habit cues. At a certain period of time, I will go and do that thing, deliberately. So this conscious effort on your part is required to change, to make the changes required. When the mind goes out during concentration, I will keep the habit cues close to me, which means what? Maybe with your laptop you are sitting, you can have a cup of coffee, you can have triggers which help you study, but not straight away jumping into the media, jumping into the your YouTube or whatever, and going away from your subject. If you do that, you lose the energy of your concentration, focus. So you replace the habit with a better habit. By replacement techniques, you can change habits. The second thing is bringing in opposite emotion during action. It is called Pratipaksha Bhavanam in Yoga Sutras, which means there is a tendency to get very angry at a particular moment. Deliberately, I will smile, I will subdue my emotions, I will speak something good, I will do some positive action, maybe I helped somebody. But I will not give in to that anger at that moment. ये संभव है. you feel like blurting out something at somebody because that person irritated you. Deliberately you will do an act of service to subdue your emotion. Bringing in the opposite emotion through action is important in order to not create a terrible situation for yourself also and for the other person. You can only change people if you are in a very balanced state of mind. Please see this. Not by shouting and screaming and torturing other people and talking behind them. These are not the ways to change. If you want to change another person's attitude, behavior, whatever it is, you can do it only if you are in a very balanced state of mind. Then only you can affect the other person. So bringing in the opposite emotion is important for you, and that is why in Patanjali Yoga Sutras you have all this Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, which means no matter what the reaction is from the other side, you will only have a positive state of mind. Even if you don't go deeply into this just now, this much you should understand: deliberate positivity in the mind has to be practiced. In road rage, for example, you smile, you say sorry if you have said something negative. Use all this so that the mind remains in a balanced state. The use of sorry and thank you is quite common in the Western world. It is for this. You stay in a state of gratitude and positivity all the time, not with negative emotions raging in your mind. If you allow that to happen, negativity to reign in your mind, people will keep away from you. अभी आपको पता नहीं चल रहा है. Tomorrow in the workplace you will understand the importance of all this. Then you must learn to see the whole picture. This is a way of changing the emotion. Which means what? Temporarily if you create a problematic situation for yourself, meaninglessly for small things, you are the loser. You see the whole picture. What will this lead to? This sense we must have. You see, a well-developed analytical mind will have this sense that what will this lead to? I use a word. What will that word, what is the reaction which will be produced in that person due to that word? I can't just blurt out anything. Your speech, your action, your thinking, everything, it should pass through the conscious filter of your will. Not just it came out. I couldn't do anything. So that is why we are saying that a level of control at this level is required if you want to be successful. Otherwise you will be mediocre. है ना? आप ही सोच के देखो, ये कोई theory नहीं है. This is the practical application of Yoga-Vedanta in your life. You can show you are in charge by the level of control you exercise at all in all these planes. Then good works must be made a habit. You know, this is something again lacking from our education system. If you believe in something, you must be able to do it. If you are constantly caring, sharing, if you make this part of your life a habit with you, you create good impressions in your mind. Mind will be habitually happy by nature. So good works creates good impressions. Thoughts of compassion, love and service substitute thoughts of anger, hatred and jealousy. I told you, substitution, replacement is the way to change habits. And all these thoughts actually have therapeutic effect on your body, isn't it? So you gain by all this. And the final way which is usually given to handle your emotions is meditation. Stop the thought process at least for a few fractions of a second every day. It will give you charge over the thought mechanism. So these are all the ways. Usually to handle this, you refer to any book on self-development, self-management and all that. They will tell you the importance of fixing the outside. Fix this person, fix that person, keep away from such people. That is secondary. Primarily, fix this. Primarily, you must be in such a state of balance and orderliness that you know how to behave in every particular situation.
Become Swami Vivekananda's messenger. Share the video with 3 of your friends.